All right, today we're gonna go ahead and get some of these plants planted. We've got majority of them planted already, but I want to kind of show you what I'm doing. So with this plastic, you can cut it, but the problem is it's gonna fray on you. So what I like to do is I use a little propane, and then I've also got a bulb planter, which makes my job a whole lot easier. First thing is first, you're gonna have to figure out the layout of your garden. This thing does have lines on it. I believe it's a foot across, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I have found for me about two sections is big enough for as a walking path, and then I'll plant on the further line, furthest away from the line that I'm standing on right now here. So we got a line here, line here, line here. I'm going to plant on this farther line away from the side of my walkway is what I was trying to say. So first thing, get everything drawn out, diagram how you want to do it, where you want your plants. We know that you don't want if you're seed saving, you don't want your bell peppers and your hot peppers next to each other, or you're going to end up with a cross pollination. So you can see like here, I've got different types of tomatoes, and then I have a break. If I'm going to keep seed from one variety, I'm going to go further into the group. I've got these tomatoes planted side by side. These are the same variety side by side. So I have a less likely chance of getting cross-pollinated. And then in these breaks, I'm going to plant flowers. I think I have some zinnias I want to plant in between each plant where I'm breaking up my different varieties. But like hot peppers, I would say plant them further away. Even a little 3-4 foot gap's probably not going to be enough. You probably need about 10 to 15 feet away, just so you don't cross pollinate. If you're not worried about saving seed, it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect your fruit that are growing at this time. So, but anyway, like I was saying, if you are seed saving, like I said, get you a good little gap. And any time, even with this gap, I'm not going to keep seed from the ends because they're still too close together. I'm going to go further in the end here, down here, and I'm going to keep seeds from down there or up here. That way, again, I don't have a cross pollination and end up with a different variety that I'm not even going after. But anyway, let's get back to this. So we've got hot peppers and we got a Chinese bell pepper. So now I planted these two. As you can tell, something got a hold of this one. I don't even know if we're gonna, probably not gonna plant that one. We've got 3 actually in this one. So let's go with that. Now, I would recommend, let me see, where's it at? Ah, there it is. Hold on one second. Alright, so we need the torch, dig the hole, or bulb planter, block of wood. Burn a hole, take the block of wood, and run it over the hole. This is going to put it out. Don't use your hand. I wouldn't recommend using your shoes, because you don't want to set your yard ablaze. Your plastic, it will burn, yeah, pretty good. So, see where we're at here. Here's our 2 lines. We're going to go furthest away. We're going to probably start about 1.5 to 2 foot away from the edge, because you're going to get grass that grows up along the edge of that. So we're going to turn this on. Let's see where we're at, make sure we're doing right, double check 3 times, burn once. Alright, this is what we're going for. This is real easy, circular motion until you get the desired hole size. We're getting low. And then you're just going to put that block of wood on it, make sure it goes out. Easy peasy, right? What you're normally going to do is go ahead and burn all your holes, get your distance, and you can come back and do all your drilling. Alright, now we got this on low. You're just going to up and down, bounce it a little bit. And like right now we're hitting a rock. Put a little more into it. If you put it too far too fast, it's going to suck down and end up breaking your wrist. Slow and easy and slow there. We're hitting a lot of rock right here. We'll get it though. See how it's doing right there? It's gonna break my wrist. Reverse, take your time, not in a hurry, a little bit at a time. We can get past that rock. All right, so now that we get down deep enough, dig this hole out. I think we just got one big rock. Yeah, we'll dig that rock out. Pretty good sized rock there. But anyway, we'll get that out later. Once you get it dug, what I like to do is I stick a little blood meal and a little just all vegged fertilizer down in the hole, and then I'll bury it. This kind of helps get your plant started. I'm going to end up putting straw down on the plastic. It doesn't get super hot, but you can feel the heat coming off of it, and I don't want to mess my plants up or burn them, especially while they're young. Once it gets taller, not a big deal because the plant's away from that plastic. But right now I'm trying to get everything off the plastic. I got my cucumbers I had to get up, and my squash too is a lot lower to that plastic right now. But you put you some hay or straw, preferably straw down. If you can get like some old hay or something, that'll work too. Don't use grass from the yard. I wouldn't recommend that. As far as disease, that hay and that straw has been dried out. You go just slopping wet grass on it, you can end up getting a disease. Just a recommendation. But we're gonna go ahead and get this, and we'll go ahead and get all these planted, get this plant planted, get the rest of them planted, and then we'll be back. All right, so let's go over here. I want to show you something. As you can see here, we got everything planted. Now, you're going to say those are too close together, and you're right, they are. But again, I'm seed saving, so I want them seeds to not get cross-pollinated, so I keep them close. Now, as far as air circulation, I will pull the leaves off the bottom of all tomato, pepper, and eggplant, my deadly nightshade families. That'll keep, one, it keeps the leaves from touching the ground, and that's where you get a lot of your disease, as funny as that sounds. But it'll also help that air circulation, airflow across the plant, especially up underneath it. Not had an issue planting them like this as long as I was fertilizing. Now, if you're not fertilizing, I don't know that you'll have the same guarantees as far as that go. But and I forgot one thing. When I'm doing anything deadly nightshade family, tomatoes, well, potatoes I do, but I do them a little differently because you're consuming the root, not the fruit. I add the calcium, help to not get blossom end rot. Blossom end rot normally, honestly, is from lack of watering. If you're not watering enough, the plant can't absorb the calcium in the ground to get it up into the plant. So a lot of times that's what it is. It's not necessarily always no calcium. It's the plant can't use the calcium that's there. But I'm gonna do a little bit of a walk around here. We got these are gonna be all of our determinate tomatoes. So we got the Romas, and I think these are the San Martinos here. And we got okra. Those we got spaced out a little bit because they will get pretty tall. I've had them up to 8 foot. Okra, we got Clemson, I think, excuse me. Clemson, and then we got the red okra there. Then we got 2 different varieties of cucumbers, and then we got loofah gourds in the back. And over here we have squash, then we got zucchini, all right there, all the way down. I do grow vertically, as you can see the poles. The small poles, the zucchini variety that is on the small poles is actually a container variety, so it doesn't get real big. Otherwise, those little poles would not hold that plant. But that's what we got. Let me show you what we got left. I'm not planting all of this, but I've got more than I need. Eggplants, some hot peppers, and like 12 different varieties of tomatoes. And then we got some more peppers. Now, will I have enough room? Not for all of it, but we're going to have enough room to get at least several of each variety in here to seed save. And so, but I got to separate. I want to separate these tomatoes with these. These are determinate and semi-determinate, depending on which variety I have over here. There's several different ones. But we got to get them in the ground. And I like them. See how long they are? That's about how long these were. Actually, excuse me, these ones weren't as long, but these ones here. So we pretty much buried them the complete depth of that little auger blade there. We went that deep and planted them. It's about 1 foot, preferably. So when I plant these, I'm gonna pull that bottom stem here, and then I'm going to plant it about right there. So you're going to have all that's going to become root, plus what's already in the ground. Yeah, so that's a lot of tomatoes that get planted. Like I said, whatever I don't get planted, I'll probably give away, and I might sell some. I got some people asking about them. Don't know if I'm going to even plant eggplants. I grew them, but we don't eat a lot of them, so. And I've got multiple types of hot peppers, including the Carolina Reaper. No, I'm not going to eat it. I grow it for seed so that I can grow the plant, and if people want plants, they can get plants. But I just wanted to show you a little bit got going on here. Other than that, I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and have a great day.